Hello everybody, it's Todd from Niche Site Profit Zone, and in this video tutorial we're going to go over step by step from beginning to actually submitting an article using Article Kevo. Now I know that there aren't a lot of video tutorials out there. The documentation that comes with this amazing software is really good, but there's nothing like watching a video and going step by step. I use this tool exclusively to rank my websites and my YouTube videos for using backlinks organically. And we all know, if you're watching this video, it's October 2012, and it's been kind of a rough ride if you're in the SEO business. But I got to tell you, if you're looking to download a free trial and give Article Kevo a try, or if you're an owner just wanting to get it up up and running, this is an amazing piece of software. The interface is clean and simple to use, but very, very powerful. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to run from beginning to end. I'm not going to break this video up into segments, and so it may run a little long, but it's going to be one of those ones that you can follow along step by step. I recommend you just watch the video first and then come back and set it up step by step, and I'll show you how I use it. We're going to begin by creating an email address, and in the back office of my HostGator in the cPanel. And folks, let me tell you, if you don't own a website, then it's time to go ahead and spend the $10 a year, come up with a domain, host it, pay for your hosting with a very reliable company. There's plenty of them out there. I like HostGator. I've been using them for over 4.5 years since I've been marketing online. Haven't had any issues. The support is great, and so I recommend HostGator. But anyways, your first step is you're going to want to create an email address that is specific for your article directories and specific for Article Kevo. So once you log into your cPanel, we're going to go ahead and scroll down to where it says email accounts, and we're going to click that. And then we're going to go ahead and create a brand new email account, and we're going to call this email account Kevo. And I'm going to go ahead and select my domain, Niche Site Profit Zone. Now you guys don't go ahead and spam the heck out of me, because I'm going to delete this email address just as soon as I'm done with the video, so it's not even going to exist and it's going to bounce. So don't send me any emails to Kevo@Niche Site Profit Zone. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and type in Kevo, and the email address is going to be Kevo@Niche Site Profit Zone. And what I'm going to want to do is I want to generate a password that it's specific to log in to this email account. And I like to use the password generator, which is this button right here. You just click it. It's going to generate a pretty complex password, and we're going to go ahead and copy that password and paste it into my notepad. So we're going to click Use Password, and it's going to pre-populate the two fields. The first one asks you for the password, and the second one asks you to repeat the password. And we're going to go ahead and paste this into Notepad, because we're going to use this here in just a couple of minutes. Now, this is a complex password, and you want the password to be complex to log into your email account. But you don't want the password to be complex once we start creating the accounts within Article Kevo. And we'll talk more about that here in just a second. Go ahead and leave the mailbox quota at 250 megabytes and click Create Account. And that's it. We've created the email address Kevo@nichesiteprofitzone.com. So we're done with your cPanel, and we're going to go ahead and bring up Article Kevo, and we're going to click the tab Manage Authors. Actually, first, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you just one option that is a necessity for you to go ahead and can configure before we even do anything else within Article Kevo. And it's on the far right-hand side, and it's under Options. And once you go to the Options tab, you're going to want to go ahead and click the tab CAPTCHA. And you're going to want to have a primary and a fallback or a secondary CAPTCHA solving. You don't want to do this manually, or you'll be in front of the computer for all day long or all night, depending on when you get started. I like to use a software program called CAPTCHA Sniper, and so that is my primary solving method. It's a great tool. It's a one-time purchase, but there are 5 or 6 different other paid services that you can go in here and have them solve your CAPTCHAs for you. And so you want to go ahead and select one, sign up for one, and go ahead and put your credentials in here. And you do that by selecting the drop down. Well, we don't want manual. Selecting the drop down menu. Let's say, for example, that you decide to use death by CAPTCHA. Then they're going to ask you for your username and password to that. But my primary solving method is CAPTCHA Sniper, and it's a piece of software that I own that is on my computer. And my fallback method is Image Typers, and it's real simple. Just go ahead and select that drop down menu and select Image Typers. And when you do that for the first time, they're going to want your username and password in there. So go ahead and make sure that you have that handy. And you can go ahead and test your credentials if you want to. It's a good idea. This tab will be highlighted once you once you do that. And I like to tick the box that says skip anti-spam questions and answers. And it's just it just takes too long for me. I don't really care. It signs up for for enough article directories for me not to go through and do that. And then go ahead and click save. For me, those are really all the settings that you need for right now. You can go in there and look at the rest of them and read your documentation and see what they're all about as far as thread count and this, that, and the other. But for right now, that's all you want is you want your CAPTCHAs set up. Very important. Okay, so we got our email address from HostGator, and we want to go ahead and click the Manage Authors, and that's going to bring up on the left-hand side. You see all of your author accounts. And then on the right-hand side, you have your account details. And what we want to do is we want to go ahead and click Create New Author, and then we want to go ahead and select Pre-Populate. And what that's going to do is that's going to populate most of your fields here. You don't have to worry about a first name, a last name, a username, address, website address, whether you're in the U.S. or telephone number, fax. It's going to pre-populate that with just unique information. And so what Article Kevo does is it's going to go through, and every time it sets up a different author account, it's going to rotate through the first and the last names and come up with different usernames. So everything looks unique. The fields here that you do have to populate under this column here is your email address and your password here. And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and put your email address that you just created, the Kevo at Niche Site Profit Zone. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that in there. Now your password in this block right here is not the password that you created for your email account. Okay, this password is going to the password that you're going to use to log in to your article directories, and which you'll never have to do, but Article Kevo does it for you when it submits your article each time to each separate article, article directory. So you don't want a complex password in here that has any type of special characters, that has an exclamation point or an asterisk or a tilde or something like that, because some of these article directories don't like that. They just want letters and numbers. But capital letters is okay. So I recommend that you come through here and you just create a password yourself with one capital letter, the rest lowercase, and then a few numbers, 3 or 4 numbers in there. So once we're done with that, on the far right hand side under POP email configuration, you want to go ahead and put your username. Now this is your new username and password that you created in your back office in your cPanel, and you want to go ahead and type in. I'm going to copy and paste or paste in my email address is my username in order to log into my email address that I created within cPanel. The only difference is you want to take out the @ sign and you want to put a plus sign in, because that's what HostGator requires. Every hosting company is going to be different, but in order to log in, that's what HostGator wants. The username plus nichesiteprofitzone.com. And now your password is going to be the password that you created when you signed up, when you created the new email address within your cPanel. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that and paste it in there because it's pretty complex. And then the rest of the stuff is already populated for you. The host is mail.yourdomain.com. In my case, it's nichesiteprofitzone.com, and then the port's 110. And then you want to make sure that this is checked here. Delete confirmed emails, because you don't want those left on your server. And you want to be sure that you click test the email account. And what Kevo is going to do is it's going to go in and it's going to test to make sure that all of your settings are correct, and it gets logged in. Now sometimes you might get an error on here, and you might have to play around and find out why that error is coming up and what that's saying. Like it said here, email test failed. Please check the configuration data and make sure POP access is activated and server not found. So I'm going to go in here and see where I made my mistake with this, and we're going to figure this out. And so I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay, I paused the video and I went through here just to see where my mistake was. Excuse me. And I forgot the I in profit zone when I typed it in my notepad, and so that's usually what it is. It's usually a small mistake that comes up like that. So I'm going to go through here and add these I's and test this again. But I didn't want to bore you with me trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, there it is. I tested the email account, and the email tested successfully. That's what you want. Some of the errors that I've had, most of the time it's simple, where you just kind of leave a letter off or a character off or something like that, and so you just kind of have to go through and just make sure that you can test the email account, and it does come up where Kevo can log into your cPanel. So once that's done, we're going to go ahead and click Save. And what that's going to do is that's going to populate your new author account on the left-hand side, and it's going to label it your email address, kevo@nichesiteprofitzone.com. Then we want to come over here to Submit, and this is the tab that you're going to use to sign up for your author accounts. And the first step, once you get over here, you want to come over here to your author in the drop-down box. If you got more than one author account here, you want to go ahead and select a drop-down box here and go ahead and select the author account that you just, your email address that you just created in the previous tab. And you want to make sure that your site list is checked public and private, and you also want to make sure that that all is checked as far as your platforms are concerned. And we want to go ahead and refresh, make sure that we have all of our article directories in here. It's 9,788, and then you want to go ahead and select all. Okay, so once we've done with that, we're going to come down here to the bottom left-hand corner here. You want to make sure that there's a checkbox next to "and confirm emails." And what Article Kevo is going to do when we click this button, sign up to sites, it's going to go through and configure everything, and it's going to start submitting your username and all of your information and under the pre-populated fields, and it's going to go and start signing up to these article directories automatically. Then it's going to go in and log into your email account that you created within cPanel, and click the confirm button on all those emails. Now, while it's doing that, I want you guys to realize that you're not going to sign up to 100% of these article directories ever. I don't care what tool you have or what you're using, but you will sign up to enough accounts to go ahead and submit articles to once this is done. It goes through pretty quickly, depending on your internet connection speed. Mine is probably going to take 15 or 20 minutes, and I'm going to pause the video and let it do that. But don't worry about if you only get 500, 600, or 1,000 directories, or even even less directories as far as submitting an article to, because domains come and go, article directories come and go, and things change on the internet, and they're always updating this tool. That's one great thing about Kevo, is they're always updating these these article directories within here. And plus, there's so much that you can do with this tool. If you got your own private network, you can add those, your own private blogs, you can manage those, you can add those directories and just submit to that, or you can use the list that comes with Kevo. And so that's what we're doing right now. Article Kevo is going through there and submitting all of your information to the article directories, signing up to the article directories, and I'll be back here in just a couple of minutes, and we'll go ahead and see how many sites we get and submit an article. Okay, we're back, and it went through and it signed up to all the article directories I asked it to or attempted to sign up, and it also downloaded and confirmed all the emails that were there on my server. Now, like I was saying just a couple minutes ago, you're not going to sign up to all the article directories, and some are going to fail, and that's just the way that it is. Don't take the time to go through and figure out why a bunch of them are failing. Just as long as you've got a nice pool of articles directories to submit your articles to, you're going to be just fine. So we're back under the Submit tab, and we're looking at the article directories in this screen here. Now you can click these under Status, for example. You can toggle through these switches, and it will bring up to the top the directories that have that you signed up for, or if you've got a registered, pending on a lot of these. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to where there's another. Okay, see the OKs. You can toggle through the OKs. You can toggle through the failed if you want to. What I recommend doing is waiting a day or so and actually coming down here and clicking on confirming emails, because you're going to have some article directories that aren't going to approve you instantly, and it's okay to go ahead and submit an article that same day, but just understand that some article directories are going to take a day or so to go ahead and either approve or disapprove. And so every once a day for a few days you want to go ahead and just click confirm. And as you can see down here, that is downloading 389 messages, and those are mostly going to be article directories with a new confirmation tab, and Article Kevo is going to go in there and click that button for you and confirm those directories. So we're going to let this go through and finish that, and then we're going to refresh the screen. So I'll be right back. And it's continuing to confirm the email messages. It's up over 300 now, as you can see on the right-hand side, with all the check marks for all the different article directories. That it's let me see if I can bring it down here. It's under 370, and now it's deleting the messages. And let's go back up here and see if I can bring this back up to full screen. Once it's deleted all the messages off of your server, it's going to go back to the ready, and in the bottom left hand corner you can see what it's doing on the bottom left hand corner. And we're just about all set to go ahead and get an article and go ahead and submit it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go grab an article real quick, and that's going to be the next step. So what we've done so far is we've created an email address in our cPanel. We've come to Article Kevo, and we've created a new author account, and then we've instructed Article Kevo to go and sign up for all these article directories. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and submit an article. So let me go ahead and get an article ready, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my article all prepared, and I like to use Notepad, and I've got my article and my resource box all together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to promote a YouTube video that I shot the other day, and actually it's in my YouTube channel, MLM Success Coach. And we're going to promote this video right here, WordPress 5-minute install. And it's a moderately competitive keyword, and so depending on when you're watching this video, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to land on the first page, if it's going to take me a couple of weeks. But just to kind of give you an example of the of the power here, if you go ahead and Google article Kevo review, I am usually #1, but I'm definitely on the first page, and you can see the video that I did. And I used Article Kevo to promote the video when I did my review after purchasing Article Kevo back in the beginning of August. So just to give you an example of what works, it really does. This is a great tool. So let's go ahead and get started with our article. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up Kevo already, and we are going to go to Edit Articles. And you've got these boxes here that need to be populated: the title, the summary, the body, the resource box, the keywords, the categories, and the save as. And we're going to go through each one of these boxes individually. But understand that this tool is just much more powerful than just an article submitter. You can use it to create your articles, to create spin text, to bring in some synonyms, to scrape seed articles. There's all kinds of things that you can do, and I can't honestly just can't keep up with all the different features that they add each week. So I've already spun my article, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste each one of these, the titles and the summary and the body, in here. Now I've got a completely separate video on where I get my articles from, how I actually have them spun for me, and you know, how to create a resource box, and you know, like a template for a resource box. But we're not going to go through that in this tutorial. So I'm going to go and just copy and paste basically you know, basically each step in here. So let me go ahead and pull up the article here, and the first paragraph here is going to be the title. So I'm just going to copy and paste the title out of here and into article Kevo, which I'm going to do a Control V, which is paste. Now the summary, I usually just use the first paragraph within the actual article itself. So we're going to copy that out of Notepad on a Control C, and we're going to paste the summary in there, and then we're going to paste the rest of the body of the article in there now. And you can see the spin tax is already in there. I just have it pasted into a Notepad here. If you don't know this or not, I like to use Notepad because if you try to copy and paste out of a word processor like Microsoft Word or something like that, you're going to get a bunch of different code in there as well. So, okay, so we've got the title, the summary, and the body in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and paste my resource box in here, and I already have that made up as well too. Control A and then Control C, and I don't want to save that because I have a template for that into the resource box. We're going to Control V. Now the keywords, now this is important and some people get confused on this. The keywords are going to be a couple of key phrases or keywords that are related to the article, not related to the piece of content that you want to promote. So like in this example, I want to promote this video, WordPress 5-minute install, and that's my keyword, WordPress 5-minute install. That's the keyword that I want to rank for. So that's not going to be the keyword that we put in here in the article body. Okay, you want to just pop in a couple of keywords that are related to related to your article, and these need to be comma separated. So I'm going to type in SEO and maybe article marketing. And then maybe like home business or something like that. Okay, so let me repeat myself. Inside Article Kevo, the keyword section here is not for your anchor text. Okay, your anchor text belongs in your resource box, and anchor text is the keyword that you're wanting to rank the content for. Okay, so the categories, again, I've got a template. For that. So we're going to go ahead and open up my category list and copy this into categories, and then we want to go ahead and save it. You're going to have to name it. You're going to have to name it something. So I can name it YouTube video, if I could spell, and for WordPress. Okay, so that's it. You can prepare your article inside Article Kevo. That's going to be a completely separate video that actually I may never shoot because I prepare my articles and have my articles prepared for me using other tools, and the articles that I use to submit, I've already got the spin text in there and they're already spun, and that's how you want to put them in here. And so probably I won't go through that, but once you have each one of these boxes, the title, the summary, the body, the resource box, the keywords, categories, and then you've named it under save as, you want to go ahead and click save. And what that's going to do is it's going to go ahead and list it under my articles on the left hand side, and you can see the WordPress. I don't think I can make that any bigger, but it's actually right there. YouTube video dash WordPress. That's just, you want to label it something that you're going to recognize when you go when you go to submit it. So now let's go ahead and submit the article, and you want to come back up to the top to your submit tab and click on that. And you want to go ahead and make sure that you're in the article directory that you want to be, your author account that you want to be in by selecting the drop down menu here. And we want to go ahead on the right hand side under articles. You're going to have all of your articles listed here, and you want to go ahead and scroll down until you find the article that you want to promote. Let's see here. YouTube video WordPress, and you want to go ahead and check that box here. And you want to go ahead and do a refresh to make sure that all of your sites are refreshed here, and then you want to select all, or you can actually go through here and only select the sites that you actually have the article directory signed up to. in this tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and select all. And what that's going to do, that's going to put a check mark in all these boxes here, and it's telling you, you're telling Article Kevo that you want to use this author account, the one that we just set up, this article, and you want to submit it to all of these sites. Then the only other choice that you're going to have is in the bottom right hand corner. You can submit all of your articles all at once, or you can drip feed them out every 24 hours. You can do 100, you could do 50, you could do 1,000, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that you select one of those tabs. I'm going to go ahead and submit all of the articles at once. Pretty safe to do that with YouTube. It's a Web 2.0 site. If you've got a a site that you own and it's fairly new, you definitely don't want to do that. You want to go ahead and drip the articles out over time. But again, that's for another video. The only thing you've got left to do is to click submit. And that's it. We're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to submit this, and what Article Kevo is going to do, it's going to go and organize everything, put everything together, and it's going to start submitting that particular article using a multi-thread technology to multiple article directories that you've already signed up and you're confirmed to, and it's going to submit that article to that, and basically that's it. Very simple, straightforward. There's a million ways that you could use this tool. There's many different features that you can go in here, but what I recommend doing is just focusing on putting together a backlinking strategy that that is going to work for you, or that works for you after maybe testing a few. If you're not if you're not good with with search engine optimization, but what I recommend is just putting together a plan and sticking with that plan for each article that you do. Probably the only time that you're going to deviate a little bit for is just, for example, if you're trying to promote a video as opposed to trying to promote maybe a blog post that you have on one of your sites, or maybe you've got a niche site, or a little microsite that really you just want to get it indexed, and you want to drip an article, maybe 50 articles a day, because understand that not all these article directories are going to accept your article, not all of them are going to get indexed, and so you just want to come up with a plan and stick with that plan. Stay focused. Don't start checking out all the bells and whistles in 1 week, blast 500 or 1,000 articles out, and then the next week go in here and figure something else out and do something different. What's important about backlinking is that you're consistent at whatever you do. If you throw 1,000 links at your site on Monday, well then you better throw 1,000 of them at it on Wednesday and 1,000 at it on Friday, and then the following week you better do it again and again and again, because that's what Google looks for, and that's one of the secrets to success, is that you want it consistent. And I'm not recommending that you go and throw 1,000 links at your domain anytime, but whatever you do, create the plan and do it on a consistent basis. Have a planner and put it in your planner. This is what I'm going to do. For 15 minutes a day, my SEO is to submit an article to promote this this video or this Web 2.0 site or this article or maybe your own blog, and then be consistent with it. A little bit over time really adds up. And so that's it. That's it for this video from start to finish. Now there's no excuses. You can put together your plan and work your plan and stay consistent with it. And I wish you all the best of luck. And be sure to subscribe to my site. I've got a lot of free training. You can come on over to niche site Profit Zone, or you can go to howtocreateyourownwebsite.org. And either way, I'm just putting this site together here, and so there's not a lot of stuff in here right now, but you're more than welcome to opt in. And everything and anything that I've ever learned on the internet, I've learned through Chris Farrell. And so I highly recommend that you go and grab the ebook that I have to offer for you there. It's got complete training, step-by-step videos, and really just took me to a whole nother level of making money online. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a great night, and I wish you all the best of luck.